Excellent. Yeah, that survey that you sent out was really, um, I don't want to say clever, but it was a communication that I forgot about. I was sent, we've been sending out our kind of typical outbound emails to our leads and our clients. And when you mentioned, I knew surveys were kind of in an arrow in the quiver, but when you mentioned it, I was like, oh yeah, that's really great. I should get that together. I haven't been able to do it yet because I've been so buried in building out our sales and marketing and service team. We're just growing right now. I mean, all of this marketing that we've been doing since the beginning of this year has yielded and is yielding, and it's really exciting, but it's keeping me busy with kind of the business administration side of it. So we just put out, I interviewed the vice president of product for one of our key vendor partners, and Nate chopped that up into a really great video. So I'm excited to see that drop. And we have a couple other videos in the can that we're need some touching and editing. And I started this series on this product, and I only got the first video out, and I haven't even done the follow up. So that's kind of dying on the vine, which I'm not too thrilled about. But it's good problems to have, because the desired effect is occurring.
Right.
So we're doing this to grow and bring in new business, and it's working, which is tying me up. So, and unfortunately, well, I don't know. I'm acting as COO, CEO, account executive, marketing executive. So I just don't know how much more we have to grow before I can kind of take one of these bigger hats off and give to another delegate. So, and that's kind of what I'm I don't know if that's a plausible goal in 23, maybe 24. I don't know. So 23 next year is going to be a pretty exciting and kind of ruckus year for me, probably.
Good. So what do you like doing, and what do you like doing the least? What hats did you take off first?
So I love interfacing with new incoming clients.
Mhm.
I don't know, because I love doing it all. I would probably say I'm starting to enjoy marketing, but still that has been kind of that's been kind of eating my veggies. It's something that I do because it's good for me, but maybe not something that I would do first.
Okay.
So the marketing executive, I might give up first. I would love to hire a real pure talent in that arena that could teach me a lot, and kind of grab the wheel and say, no, like this is the formula, and wash, rinse, repeat, and my people are really talented, and we're putting together a lot of great work. Sometimes I'm not sure if it's the blind leading the blind, or just competing schools of thought. So, or too many people with their hands on the wheel, but we're doing good, and I'm proud of the people that I have, and I'm proud of the work that we're doing. It's getting better every day, which is a lot of fun. And like I said, it's working. So
yeah,
I'm not complaining. So anybody out on my team listening out there, I'm not complaining, but it's been an expensive education, and a timely one, or a time consuming one. So just, but that's my fault. We didn't have a real marketing apparatus in the company for the first, like I said, 15 years. So, but then there's this operational side of the business. I love business process. I love seeing I love the logistics and process of a business unit, and see like where everybody's working inefficiently or clumsily, and then saying like, wow, if we change the process at the genesis of it, we can, and then steer it towards this funnel, we can really like conveyor belt the thing, So that's what I really enjoy doing.
Yeah, and all the processes you built for service, you can start to work the same process through on the marketing side, and streamline that too.
Exactly.
When you say it's been costly, you mean majority time, or has there been actual dollars and cents that have been expensive?
I'd probably say mostly time,
Hmm.
and because time in the form of labor, and I've had a lot of people come in and come through, and I don't want to say there was a revolving door. There actually wasn't a revolving door. I really do try to give people a lot of time to grow with us, but it just took time to find the right people, and I'm fortunate that I feel like I have the right people now. I think we need another. I think we need another talent or two. Somebody who knows paid advertising well, or pay per click or PPC or Google AdWords. So we're exploring that and getting into that, and the other thing too is I think we all know how to do probably everything,
Hmm.
but we're getting this maybe jack of all trades, master of none concept,
Yeah.
or everybody is good at it, but it's a significant work volume. Like,
Hmm.
it's a lot of work. When you're producing new content, whether in the form of video or written word, then you have the development and publication side. Then you have the editing. Then then you have like the actual, like, taking the words, putting it on the thing, and
Sure.
then publishing it on the thing, and then so it's really incredible to see how much work is involved in just digital content marketing.
Right. And I think that's one of the things you learn as time goes on. I mean, I think a lot of people getting into it think it's going to be easier or quicker than they thought. And then so then it starts to work on your brain. You sit down and say, all right, I was going to record this 20-minute video and put it in a half an hour block or something. And then you realize, geez, maybe it's going to take an hour block to do that 20-minute video the right way. So I think for the people that go into it thinking it's going to be more labor intensive, I think it's more enjoyable process. I think because if you think it's harder than it is and it turns out to be easier, right? That's more of a fun time than if you think it's going to be easy, um, and then it ends up taking a little bit longer, which is a habit I fall into sometimes of thinking something's going to be quick and then it's not, and then it just becomes a point of frustration. So you move on or don't enjoy it as well. But learning how long things actually take and building that into your process is the learning part.
Yeah, and what's frustrating is I should have been blogging or hired a content writer to blog on our website, from the very first day. And if there's any advice that I would give a new business startup, is
Hmm.
find the money as soon as possible to start getting new, fresh words contributed to your website
Hmm.
every single period. Whether it's a daily is really tough, but definitely weekly or bi-weekly. So
Hmm.
then if you're in business for 10 years, you have a trove of written word on your website that is being culled and indexed and linked to over time, because that's what builds your website authority,
Hmm.
which gets you to rank higher on the search engines.
Right. Yep. That's what people like is the backlinks, right? All the backlink stuff.
Well,
And
that's what, yeah, I mean, that's what gives you your site what's called site authority. The more
mhm,
people who are or linking to content on your website, Google can and the search engines can quantify that, and they measure that as you being an authority in your subject matter.
mhm,
And the more backlinks you have to your website, the higher they rank you, the more weight they give your website for various pages and things, and that's all SEO, search engine optimization. But unfortunately, it's like a heavy lift on day one, because you need a lot of content. And if you were to take a significant amount of content and just dump it on the site, Google can somehow measure that too, where they're like, whoa, you weren't even you didn't exist yesterday. Now you've
mhm,
got this massive trove of data. So I think they ding you for that. So as soon as anybody starts a business, even if it's a landscaping business, you just
mhm.
should be doing some short video and written word content on your website on day one, just to start that process. Which we used to have a blog wasn't an aggregator, but it was a blog service where we would have a third party publish content to our website for a long time. and that did benefit us because we did some retroactive analysis of our website, and we saw that we were ranking for a lot of thousands of keywords. And
Mhm.
then over the years, we kind of just we went to the back to the drawing board over the past 3 years, I think maybe 2 or 3 times, and you just lose all that site authority, which is kind of annoying too.
Yeah, that happens a lot in financial services too, because there's a lot of those similar companies that will write content and allow you to post it to your website, and then the trade-off is how weird is it if somebody reads the same article on 3 or 4 different advisor websites, and how much does Google punish you for doing that sort of stuff? So you're sort of weighing, obviously in a perfect world, you're sitting down and writing or recording your own content and that kind of stuff, but is something that's maybe, C plus content or B minus content better than nothing? So you're sort of weighing those options. I think ideally you'd want to use those services to get your ideas, and then go in and edit it a little bit on your own and make it your own, just so it's not cut and paste from another service.